5 Secrets to Becoming Rich. What can we learn from the habits of Warren Buffett, Bill Gates and Elon Musk? It is around 12 at night. The city is asleep, but in some rooms the lights are still on. Somewhere, a young employee is waiting for the salary to be credited. Somewhere, an entrepreneur is moving numbers around on a laptop. And somewhere, a middle-class person is looking at his bank account and thinking the same thing, that I work hard too. So how do rich people get so far ahead of me? This is where the fear begins, because time keeps passing, bills keep rising, and many people work very hard all their lives, yet they are not able to move ahead. This is where curiosity is born. Is wealth made only by luck, or are there certain habits that slowly set a person apart from the crowd? The truth is that the story of becoming rich does not always begin with a big salary. Many times, it begins with a way of thinking. A way of thinking that can still see tomorrow even in the middle of today's troubles. Some of the biggest names in the world, like Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, and Elon Musk, come from different industries. Their personalities are different, their methods are different, yet even then, some common patterns are clearly visible in their journeys. These same patterns point to the fact that money is not only earned, it is also understood, it is also saved, it is also grown, and most importantly, one also changes oneself for it. One thing has to be understood very clearly here. Not every person can become a billionaire, and not everyone's path will be the same. But it is equally true that even ordinary people can bring a big difference into their lives from the habits of great people. Because the game of wealth is not just about crores, it is a game of mindset. The person who becomes satisfied too quickly and stops, stays there. The person who keeps moving forward while learning, thinking, and staying disciplined is the one who slowly changes his financial story. The first secret is long-term vision. Most people think about today's income, this month's expenses, or the next increment. But those who go very far ahead keep a map of the coming years in their minds. Warren Buffett's investing philosophy has been famous for exactly this. That he used to look at a business not through today's price tag, but through its earning power in the years to come. Berkshire Hathaway's shareholder letters and his investing approach have for a long time emphasized business quality, management, and future earning potential. Just think, this difference itself becomes the wall between an ordinary investor and a great investor. An ordinary person asks, how much profit will this share give next month? While a person who thinks big asks, where will this business be after 5 or 10 years? The same question applies to life too. If a young person is spending by looking only at today's lifestyle, then he is selling his future freedom. But if that same person focuses on skill, savings, and the right investments, then he is slowly buying his future. Long-term vision does not mean only making a plan. It means choosing today's choices according to tomorrow. Bill Gates' story says the same thing. Gates himself has recalled Microsoft's early vision many times as a computer on every desk and in every home. At that time, this dream seemed very big, but that same vision later became the foundation of the software revolution. This founding vision is clearly visible in Microsoft's official history pages and Gates' speeches. What does this mean? It means that big goals first seem strange, then they seem difficult, then slowly they begin to seem possible, and in the end, they become reality. Poor thinking often looks for immediate comfort, while a rich mindset looks for future control. That is why if a person truly wants to move ahead, he needs such a goal in his life that is bigger than today, ahead of the present, and able to give direction to everyday small decisions. The second secret is calculated risk. Many people in the world get scared the moment they hear the word risk. But the real game is not about taking risk or not taking risk. It is about understanding risk. Warren Buffett is often seen as an investor who stayed away from reckless bets. His letters explain again and again how important capital allocation, price discipline, and understanding quality are in business. That means risk does not mean jumping with your eyes closed. It means measuring the depth below before taking a step. Bill Gates also showed in his career that if you want to do something big, you have to step outside the safe zone. Leaving Harvard, betting on software, and believing in the future of personal computing at a time when the industry itself was in its early stage. None of these were normal decisions. But this was not blind risk either. Behind it were skill, timing, and a deep understanding of technology. This is what calculated risk is. The kind of risk that does not become gambling, but becomes opportunity. Elon Musk's story almost changes the definition of risk. But here too, one thing is important. People see only Musk's bold statements, they see his headlines, but the real thing is that his big risks are often connected to some larger mission. In the early days of SpaceX, the first 3 launches of Falcon 1 were not successful, but the fourth launch reached orbit and saved the company. SpaceX's official mission history describes Falcon 1 as the first privately developed liquid fuel rocket to achieve orbit. The lesson of this story is very deep. Many people give up even before taking risk because they are afraid of failure. But a person who takes calculated risk first decides that if things go wrong, what will I learn? And if things go right, how far can I go? This is the difference between an impulsive decision and a strategic decision. The path to becoming rich does not always come out of comfort. Many times it passes through the tunnel of uncertainty. The third secret is not running away from failure, but learning from it. The world often celebrates success, but the people who go very far also analyze failure. Warren Buffett has openly admitted his mistakes in shareholder letters on many occasions. The Dexter shoe deal is counted among his most talked about mistakes, which he later described as a very costly error. This candid style is clearly visible in Berkshire's letters. That mistake should be understood, not hidden. This is what makes him different. An ordinary person feels embarrassed after making a mistake. A great person becomes smarter after making a mistake. This rule applies everywhere. Business, career, relationships. If an investor breaks down after buying one wrong stock, he will not move forward. But if that same person understands that he did less research, bought in fear, or entered in greed, then next time that same mistake can become his strength. In Bill Gates' early entrepreneurial journey, there was also an attempt like Trafo Data, which did not become a very big commercial success. But the practical experience of technology, software thinking, and execution that came from there strengthened the path that followed. Many historical accounts and Gates' career histories consider this early venture an important learning phase before Microsoft. That means failure is not always the end. Many times it is a rehearsal. Many people take the first defeat as the final result, but winners see it as feedback. The same happened with Elon Musk as well. The early rocket failures were not just technical failures, they were also a period of emotional pressure, financial pressure, and public doubt. Even then, SpaceX came back. This does not mean that after losing every time, victory is guaranteed. It only means this much, that if learning after defeat is certain, then the possibility of victory stays alive. The fourth secret is patience and resilience. Today's world is fast. People get influenced very quickly by stories of quick returns, instant growth, and overnight success. But real wealth is often built like slow cooking. The biggest pillar of Warren Buffett's investing style has been patience. He is known for holding quality assets for a long time, and the magic of compounding rests on this very patience. Berkshire's decades-long approach is a strong example of the fact that wealth needs time to mature. This applies not only to investing, but also to career. In Microsoft's early years, Bill Gates had to face competition, product challenges, and market shifts. But the company kept evolving and built its place. No big work moves in a straight line. There will be confusion in between, there will be delays, people will make fun of you, some decisions will also be wrong. But resilience is the strength that does not let a person break. The stories of Elon Musk's companies also show the same pattern again and again. Whether it is Tesla or SpaceX, public pressure, production challenges, cash burn, skepticism, everything came in front of them. But a resilient mindset means exactly this, that difficulties should be seen not as proof of impossibility, but as part of the process. Patience does not mean being slow, it means staying steady. And in the world of building wealth, steady people often move much further ahead than flashy people. The fifth secret is continuous learning. Perhaps this is the habit that fuels all the other habits. Warren Buffett has long been famous for his reading habit, and even in Berkshire culture, emphasis is visible on informed thinking, annual letters, and business understanding. On Bill Gates' official website Gates Notes, his reading lists, book recommendations, and learning-focused posts are constantly visible. About Elon Musk too, it has long been said that he moved himself forward in many complex fields through books, conversations, and deep study. Musk's public image often looks like that of a bold entrepreneur, but behind it, a strong layer of self-education is also visible. Many credible accounts in SpaceX and technology reporting emphasize that intense curiosity has been part of his working style. Now pause for a moment and think. Many times, the biggest difference between an ordinary person and an extraordinary person is not talent, but learning speed. The person who stops learning gradually becomes outdated. The person who begins to think a little better every year sees his value increase in the market, in business, and in life decisions. Becoming rich does not mean only collecting money. It means making yourself so valuable that opportunities themselves begin to get drawn toward you. But here, there is one important warning too. After looking at these three names, do not try to copy only outer success. Just looking busy, just saying hard work, just listening to motivation, none of this is enough. The real thing is understanding the logic behind the habits. Buffett teaches you discipline, Gates teaches you vision and structured thinking. Musk teaches you boldness and problem solving. But the common ground of all three is clarity, focus, learning, patience, and long-term commitment. If some young viewer is thinking that my salary is low, my background is normal, I have limited resources, then he must understand that the beginning always looks small. The first sign of a rich mindset is not bank balance, but decision quality. Can you choose long-term gain over short-term pleasure? Can you take steps by understanding risk? Can you stand yourself up again after failure? Can you remain consistent for years? Can you keep learning when everyone else has stopped? These are the real questions. Many people connect wealth with luxury cars, private jets, and headlines. But the foundation of wealth is often built very quietly. It is built in those morning hours when someone is reading. It is built in those moments when someone chooses saving over temptation. It is built when someone, after a loss, understands his mistake instead of leaving the market. It is built when someone stands with principles instead of running behind trends. And perhaps this is the biggest truth of this whole story. Rich people do not come from a different planet, but many times they think differently. They take the future seriously. They understand risk. They are not ashamed of failure. They know how to wait. And they never stop learning. These 5 secrets will not make any person an overnight billionaire, but they can certainly do this much. They can change his path, change his financial direction, and perhaps even change the story of the generations that come after him.
This video has taught you something new. Or if you feel this information should reach more people, don't forget to like and share the video. Your small share can become valuable and useful information for someone else. If you have any questions related to this topic, or if you would like to share your opinion with us, be sure to write in the comment box. We read every question and suggestion from you, because your feedback inspires us to create better content. And if you want to keep receiving such interesting and reliable information about business, the economy, and the world in the future, then don't forget to subscribe to our channel GRT Business and also press the bell icon so that you get notifications of every new video directly. At GRT Business, we always strive to provide you with accurate, balanced, and reliable information. Our news and analysis are prepared based on information obtained from various news agencies, public sources, and public opinion. We make every effort to verify and validate each fact as much as possible. But in case of any possible error or dispute, the responsibility lies with the respective sources. Our only aim is to present you with a correct and trustworthy perspective so that you can understand any topic better.